Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Bleach Brave Souls over here on the channel. I wanted to go ahead and bring out a video today to talk about the new updates that are coming to the game as of the next little while, as well as the brand new characters that were announced last night, because there are quite a few very exciting things coming up to the game, and I'm going to be pulling on the Adult Ichigo and Adult Rukia banner tonight. So definitely wanted to go ahead and talk about them a little bit before we do. We also got some confirmations on the BANKAI livestream a couple days ago, where we'll be getting some new versions of the Beyond BANKAI captains. So you can see here, we have the Beyond BANKAI Byakuya right here, which is absolutely beautiful and incredible, and he is crazy. We have the Beyond Resurrection version of Stark over there as well. We'll be getting 7 new versions of different captains similar to how this Byakuya looks in this situation, and I'm very, very excited for it. The next confirmation for the next batch of them is 7 different captains, including Genryusai, Urahara, Gin, Shunsui, Jushiro, Shinji, and one other character, I believe. I'll put it up on screen right now, but I am so excited for that because I love new designs and new styles of characters, and so it's looking like 2021 is going to be a very exciting year for Bleach Brave Souls. Additionally, they have some new mechanics introduced in this new character the new characters that were announced a couple days ago. So we want to go ahead and look at that and see what they're changing about some stuff. So hopefully you'll join me today. But I'm definitely excited for all the Beyond BANKAI captains. I feel like Gin's probably gonna have his Kamishimi no Yari wrapped around him in a snake and around his shoulder or something. I feel like Genryusai is probably just gonna be Escanor style, the sun. Urahara, I can only imagine what that turns into, so very excited for that. On top of that though, they're just going through the rest of the 1000-Year Blood War characters that we haven't gotten so far. So this is 2 more in the adult 10-year version later of both Ichigo and Rukia, which is the captain version. I can think of quite a few people that are very into that Rukia as well, so this is definitely a banner for a lot of people that they want to pull on. But let's go take a look at the characters and what they're like and talk about how good they are. So Ichigo Kurosaki is a strong attack character with a Soul Reaper and Captain Killer, so they stack on bosses to do an extra 60% damage as well. He has innate abilities to read Soul Reaper dodges, weaken immunity, and paralysis immunity, so he's going to be pretty good in that new style of area and content they release in the game. He has some pretty good skills in 16% decreased damage taken, which is okay at best, but it's better than having a paralysis immunity on that skill anyway. He has a Frenzy, 20% Havoc, Enhancer, and Marauder, which nullifies melee guards and melee attack resistance, so naturally it's just going to be easy to use him on stuff like Extreme Co-op, for example. So yeah, he's going to be quite fun. He also has some Bombardment, so his ultimate will be able to do some extra damage whenever you have him maxed out. And he'll do truly awesome amounts of damage. Cool. Honestly, he seems kind of crazy just because Marauder is an ability that hasn't been given to a lot of characters in the game, and the ones that do have it typically end up being very highly rated because of how relevant it is. So he looks like he's going to be what replaces Hikone for me if I do pull him, which is very, very exciting. We also have Rukia here, which is a melee strong attack character with an Arankar killer and a Spada killer. So once again, they stack. So any bosses will take 60% extra damage, but she also has a killer for the rest of the level as well. All of her attacks have a chance to inflict freeze, which combines with a 20% havoc, 5-second debilitator, and 20% extra damage to frozen enemies. She's also the first kind of character called a transformation character, of which can hit a button and transform into a different form in the middle of a quest. Now, we've gotten other characters that can swap between 2 different ones in Genin Zuru, for example, but they had their switching between the 2 characters on their 3rd strong attack. In this character, she has a separate button with a separate cooldown you can hit to refresh everything and go into a better form, which is very fun. I think that this is something I was looking for out of BBS for a long time, because I loved 1000-Year Blood War round 4 Ichigo, where his boost gave him the extra Horn of Salvation because it looks fucking rad. I love it so much. And I pretty much tried to make it so that I always had recharge on him, so he always had the horn in the middle of gameplay. So having a button to choose when to go into like a horn form, for example, just appeals a lot to like my nerdiness. So she looks super, super fun. She also has a 10-second disabler, which increases her chance of inflicting status elements for 10 seconds after she transforms. She has freeze and weaken immunity, and finally she gets a free 20% stamina recovery just for herself on her skills between quests. So you don't even need to put like any links on her to get her free healing. She looks very fun. I think that I don't have a lot of our rank car killers when it comes to red in particular. I feel like I have a lot of hollow killers, so it's gonna be pretty fun to use. Let's go look at what they actually have here. So we have a new transformation button. We'll see it during gameplay, so it'll be a lot easier to explain then. Let's just look at the filler pool real quick for the banner as well. So the two new characters are Mind and Power, which are two very good slots. I think that Ichigo is going to replace Hikone, and Rukia is probably just going to be a really good character for me personally. I don't have a lot of rank card killers that are relevant except for like Nemu, so I'll definitely take it. Wait, no, she's Hollow Killer. Yeah, I don't have very many at all. They're all power Hollow Killers. But from this banner, I don't have the first two. I have Ichibei, Oetsu, Orihime, no Mayuri, no Zombie Toshiro, Nemu, Aizen, 1000 Year Blood War Genryusai. I don't have Soifun, I don't have Tenjiro, so I'm currently 6 out of 12 on this banner, which, since they're all 1000 Year Blood War fillers, is one of the better banners that's ever released inside the game. I would take dupes of Ichibei, but inside this banner, I'm probably going to be trying to chase the two new characters as well as Tenjiro, and maybe the Zombie Toshiro. I don't think I'll use him too much, but he's fun for collection. But this, for sure, is one of the better banners in the game, and is one of the ones that is pretty much a must to summon on if you are interested in trying to get 1000 Year Blood War characters or trying to max them out. So very, very worth it. Very standard banner. Free, 150, 200, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, and it keeps on going forever. We also have a singles banner, which is 0, 15, 20, 25, 25, 25. I like multis a lot better, so I'll probably be going in on that and just doing one set of steps on the singles and see how it goes, but we'll see that tonight. Here we have the Ichigo with 835 SP, the double killer, a very, very powerful special, which also has a chance of instantly killing, which, while it is a very small chance, usually because you get extra hits on it, it surprisingly works pretty well. So we'll keep a look out for that in the future for sure, because he is going to be pretty fun with that. He has the 12% recharge. He has the innate skills here and everything he has built in. Bruiser, Berserker, 20% Havoc, Frenzy, Bombardment, Enhancer, Sprinter, Marauder, and 16% damage taken. He is crazy by a base kit. And he's going to be a very good character. Rukia also similarly has 835 SP, a little bit less attack, but she has the Arankara Espada Killer. She has the Inflicting Freeze on her ultimate, which, by the way, once the enemies get frozen by the first hit of the ultimate, every subsequent hit now does 20% extra damage to the enemies. You have to remember that as well. She's going to work really well. She has the Disabler, she has Bruiser, Berserker, Devastation, Havoc, Frenzy, Debilitator, Sprinter, Frozen Enemies 20%, and 20% Recover Stamina between quests, but she also has the 12% Recharge as her main link. So she's going to be a great link for other characters. She's going to be a great character in her own right. She has Havoc built in as well, which didn't even mention up here, which is crazy because Havoc is extra distance on strong attacks. So both characters are looking very, very fun to use. Let's go check out the gameplay real quick, take a look at it, and see how it all goes. Okay, so here we have the two characters' gameplay. I just pulled up Ichigo first because he's going to be the one that I want to talk about probably a little bit more. I actually like the Zangetsu without the tape on the handle a lot. It would be a pain in the ass to hold, I just want to point that out, but very cool. He has a full screen third strong attack, which probably goes a little bit further because of Havoc. He has a little AoE in front of him for his boost, which is going to be similar to kind of how Mugetsu's works, which is just a little like slap forward. And additionally, because his NAD was so good, we thought he was going to be a NAD character originally. But because he has Havoc as well, I just want to point out that this is probably going to hit pretty far off screen because it has quite a bit of front range. But this first strong attack here, honestly, the range on it's kind of crazy. So you can see there's a guy over on the far left side and a guy all the way on the far top right. Because Ichigo has Havoc, his strong attacks reach a little bit further than the actual attack seems to indicate. So when we look at this, it hit all the way up here and killed the enemies. It hit the guy all the way on the bottom left, and it probably has range off screen because it's a Getsuga that goes all the way forward as well. So that first strong attack is like deceptive, but I think it's going to be one of the better ones. Definitely this Ichigo is one that I would play with quite a bit if I pulled him, and he looks very fun. I wish there was a reason not to use Kisuke on Inheritance, but that is about how it goes. He's looking quite good and definitely a character I want to pull. This is Rukia here. I'm just glad to see more versions of Rukia's Bankai. It was only shown once in the mangas, so naturally, it just works out. So full screen third, obviously with Havoc it works pretty well. Even more range on it when she's awoken. A forward strong attack similar to Ichigo's on her second. Her first is a double dash, like full bring Ichigo's, like dash forward kinda. Wait. Why does she have a Hollow Killer in this footage? She has extra damage against hollows in this footage when she actually is in a Rankar Spada Killer. What the fuck? This footage is from the BBS Twitter, by the way. So this is kind of weird. Interesting. Did they make her a Hollow Killer and then change her in the middle of development because they were like, we have too many power Hollow Killers? I feel like that's a maybe. But you can see here, actually, if you take a look at this, she has a little transform button next to her other buttons she can use, which lets her refresh all of her cooldowns, as well as get her strong attacks back, and that refreshes itself. I don't think it's affected by strong attack recharge, but it has its own 20-second cooldown. I think it's a 30-second in total cooldown when you first activate it. Maybe it's 22? It looks like it's already went a little bit. I think it's 30 seconds. But basically, you'll be spamming strong attacks constantly, and then once you use all of your main ones before you transform, you go into transformation, you have 3 new strong attacks to use, and it's just going to be a hell of a lot easier to clear through things even faster. If she had, like, Long Stride, she would probably be one of the fastest characters to clear in the game, just because she has the extra mechanic that refreshes all cooldowns. But in general, she seems absolutely crazy. And definitely with Havoc and stuff like that, she's going to be a character I want to use as much as I possibly can. Actually, here we can see it's an exact 30 seconds. So she went to Bankai right there just a second before, and it says increase status ailment chance every 10 seconds. So it does seem like 30-second cooldown between the transformation is going to be very, very nice to use. And definitely both characters are going to be ones that are fun to run in the future as well. So definitely excited to do some pulls tonight. So thank you so much for watching today. Basically, both of these characters are going to be relevant for a long time going forward because their stats are kind of scaled up to the point where they'll be relevant that way. Sorry, my cat's like behind me on this chair. It's gonna be very interesting. Additionally, I do want to point out that we had some other things announced in BBS in the live stream that seem to be a little bit newer. They're gonna be doing a new, like, online real-time PvP brawl, apparently they've announced, which... So 5 years into a game is a very bad time to introduce a game mode that's directly competitive, because none of the characters that were released before it are scaled to the point where they're made to be used in a game mode like that. I talked about earlier, both of these characters we got today are characters with full screen third strong attacks. And so how do you dodge a full screen attack when you're playing against someone? I don't know. And I'm very worried about it. Additionally, we have Jugram, which is one of the craziest characters in the game right now. And if you have him fully maxed out, he might just be the best. So we'll see what they do with that. I feel like that's usually something they add very late into the game to try and revamp stuff. a little bit, and sometimes it ends up hurting the game more than it helps it, like Blazing did. Start releasing characters that are mostly focused on only PvP, for example. But we'll definitely see as we get there. Additionally, let's actually go do my Brave Soul summons for today, because it's my free multi every day before reset, or after reset. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about today? Oh, I went through the 1,000-Year Blood War story, actually. Ooh, 5-star. Right? No. That was 3 butterflies and no 5-star. Damn. Fuck me, I guess. I'll do my 5-star ticket as well, but I went through the 1,000-Year Blood War story just to try and see kind of what was up there. Oh, it's not here. Oh, it's in my box. Just to see what was up there, and they actually had a model for As Not, which is another one of the Quincy's that hasn't been released yet. So I feel like 1,000-Year Blood War round 15 probably is going to have another round of Quincy's. I feel like Baz B and As Not are very likely ones, but we'll see as we get there. That's another Chad. Okay, he's almost fully transcended now. Very interesting. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Kind of got some multis in today as well and got shafted, but maybe that means that tonight we'll get super lucky on the banner. So look forward to a summoning video very soon. I'll probably be streaming it. We'll see kind of how it goes tonight. However, for now, thanks for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I'll be doing some more BBS as of the new year for sure, because there's a lot of things in this game that I want to cover, as well as a lot of very hype things going for Bleach in 2021. The anime coming back is going to be very nice to try and chat about over here on the channel as well. So, very excited. For now, thanks for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.